It's around 40 degrees and it's raining. I'm saying that for the people at home and the people who watch this later. But this is honestly one of the most beautiful days in my life. Today is the fruition of so much work by so many people. And I'm not here to gloat or show any type of hubris, because it's not just that the Republicans are taking control of the House and the Senate of North Carolina for the first time in well over 100 years. It's not, to me, about conservative and liberal. It's not, to me, about white, black, Hispanic. It's about the American people. And I mean that, and that makes me unpopular with some people around government. We have an opportunity here. I am happy today because I believe there is an opportunity here for the people of North Carolina, for the people of America that are begging for proper representation. We have a shot at that. And what happens is not just up to these lawmakers, it's up to those of us that are going to connect the people with these lawmakers.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, my focus nationally and locally is illegal immigration. And today, the message is not just going out here in North Carolina, it's going out to every state in America. We have a 3-point agenda for the states in 2011. A recent group out of Colorado just reported that more immigration enforcement legislation was filed and passed in 2010 than ever before in modern history. This year, we want our states to do 3 things. 1, remove and prevent all illegal immigrants from registering to vote and voting. Off of the voter registration files. When an illegal immigrant votes, that is a vote stolen from an American citizen. 2, remove the illegal immigrants from the dole of non-emergency taxpayer resources. We've got a $3.7 billion shortfall. North Carolina legislators, you can make up your first $1 billion by requiring people that apply for state benefits to pass through the E-Verify or IMAGE program. You're spending over $1 billion collectively on illegal immigrants in this state. That's where we should look before we start cutting services. 3, pass a strengthened version of Arizona's SB 1070 here in North Carolina to empower our local police to enforce immigration law when illegal immigrants are caught committing other crimes. We're not talking about mass roundups or door-to-door or anything that's un-American here. We're talking about you don't break into our country, you don't steal taxpayer resources, you don't steal votes, you don't steal our limited seats in our colleges, and you certainly don't rob or commit other crimes against our citizenry and then stay. These are 3 simple things. Empower our local police, take the illegals off the voter registration files, take them off of state welfare. We want to see states all across America responding, and they will if you are involved with your government.
Hey, and no jobs.
We need every job for an American we can get. Every job.
No jobs, E-Verify.
And you know, an illegal immigrant taking a job, that's a job taken from an American or illegal immigrant.
Right.
And that's not the way you do it. Our message to Washington, D.C. is very, very simple. You may have heard some people already saying, well, I think Bill O'Reilly said, I think the Republicans have a real opportunity here to pass immigration reform. Really, Bill? I got a better idea. Why don't you enforce our existing border and immigration laws? Is my idea radical? It's as radical as the majority of members of Congress that passed those laws. Congress passed these laws to be enforced. Our problem is that our existing border and immigration laws are almost criminally under-enforced, and it's costing American jobs, taxpayer resources, and in many unfortunate cases, their very lives. In closing, I want to point out something that I think needs to be said. The Tea Party, the people involved in elections, the people involved in issues, we all need to celebrate, even those that oppose us politically. We need to celebrate Americans that are actually care enough to be involved and are using the civic process as it's designed to do. But we need to speak out against those that would defame people that are law-abiding, caring citizens as a group, would compare them to mass murderers and child killers as some form of rhetoric meant to demonize good people engaged in the process. That needs to end. People who write their lawmakers and show up at events and rallies and are using the system correctly do not deserve to be defamed to such outlandish levels that incite people with falsehoods. This system to function, we have to have honesty and integrity, and we have to hold our lawmakers accountable, but we also have to hold people in the media and people who are activists accountable as well for the truth. And so I thank you all for coming, and welcome again to Raleigh, North Carolina for this historic day today, where what we will see in these buildings, no one in our lifetime has ever seen before. Thank you.